Capitalism, patriarchy, and racism, the three man-made power hierarchies that rule humanity. Every time I talk about capitalism, everyone's like, yes, Julia, give us the deets. We want to become more privileged. Then I talk about patriarchy, and all the women are saying, yes, Julia, give us the deets on how we can survive misogyny because it's affecting every single area of our life, including dating, career, business. Give us the deets. But then men who are into the capitalism content be like, hey, we don't like that. I think you hate men. Then I talk about race content, and that's where all hell breaks loose. My follower count becomes super turbulent, and then I start hearing comments along the lines of, you're not who we thought you were, you're so bigoted and racist to even want to address race as an issue. If this is ever you, just because you have some privileges and advantages and you cannot relate to certain issues, that doesn't mean that your pains are less than. It also does not mean that the problems don't exist because you never had to be in proximity to those problems or you yourself never had to experience them. As women, you ask yourself how many times you've been gaslit and denied of your pains, the problems that you experience in patriarchy by another man or by other women. The same pains and problems that you've experienced are experienced by people who do not look like you. Even if you may have had friends who look like them, there are certain conversations that you never reach unless you've had a very intimate connection with those people. The inability to hold space for problems that you haven't had to experience or that you currently cannot relate to is the exact reason why you cannot do intimacy and have real people who will have your back. Step 1 of respect is seeing somebody as a whole human being. If you cannot respect somebody, there cannot be love because love is the foundation of respect. The inability to understand what you haven't had to go through, what you cannot currently relate to, is a lack of emotional intelligence. And even though you may think of yourself as a caring person, it means that you have low and limited empathy. This aspect is tied to every single problem that you experience in your life. The people you surround yourself when you have low EQ and empathy are going to be a reflection of those who share the same traits. In that dynamic, if you're in a lesser power position, the people that you deal with who have low EQ and empathy are going to abuse the hell out of you. They're going to use you, maximize their advantage, and this has been the story of pains and tribulations in your life. Fixing the pattern means that you have to surround yourself with people who are capable of real community and relationships, people who are truly able to reciprocate. You cannot attract what you are not. EQ development is a trigger landmine. Stay with it, work through it, and that's when you see exponential growth.